This video is brought to you by Joa, maker of premium Tesla and vehicle accessories. Claim your discount by using the link in the description below. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another full self-driving video. We are on a new version, 12.5, and it's kind of weird because there was a lot of talk about 12.5 and how it was going to bring highway stack and Cybertruck, and you can wear your sunglasses with the attention monitoring, and we don't quite have any of those things yet. Now, it's very early, and I was looking back at some of the things Elon said, and he did say 12.5.x would bring the highway stack. So, okay, we don't have that yet. He was saying 12.5 should fix. I thought that was intentional. Wearing sunglasses and not, having to touch the wheel. That's not here yet. We don't have Smart Summon. We don't have Banish, where it would go park itself and you kind of get out. So there's still things to be added here. But to be fair, it is the 12.5 version, and now they can kind of iterate on this branch and hopefully bring us those things that we've been really excited for. The good news in terms of Cybertruck is that this is, excuse me if I get it exactly wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is software branch 2024.10.10, and my Cybertruck is currently on software branch 2024.10.9. So my Cybertruck can get updated to this exact version that the Model Y is running right now whenever Tesla wants to do that, but we're not there yet. So we're in downtown Brighton, and I'm doing this for a few reasons. Number one is it's a good place that's kind of near my home that I don't go to very often. And I know there were the headlines about Tesla fixing stuff for influencers and content creators, and specifically only for them, making it the best experience ever. And I've actually talked about that plenty of times in the past. I do think there is definitely some level of that. But at the same time, there are things that I've complained about for literally a year straight, and they don't get fixed. So, and I show video examples of it and everything. So one thing, if you don't follow me on X, I did post a bunch of clips to X from a quick drive I did last night. And one of the things that still is consistently not working on this version is blinking lights, either yellow or red. Now, blinking yellows, at least last night, they pretty much all worked except one time the car stopped at the blinking yellow, and then it continued, which obviously is incorrect. And then blinking reds, you're supposed to, it's the same as a stop sign, you're supposed to stop and then proceed. And there were several times where FSD 12.5 would stop at the blinking red and then just sit there, and it wouldn't move until I press the accelerator. Now, it did it correctly one time. It did it correctly two times, to be fair. But I don't know. There's still that weird stuff. So right now, I'm going to the post office because I actually have to go to the post office. But I did come down to Brighton to try some new scenarios where I've never driven before. So to kind of get rid of that maybe bias or whatever, if it's there, where Tesla's fixing these routes. I think that was blown a little out of proportion. Obviously, something like Chuck Cook's turn, if it's consistently not working, the whole point of this program is to drive it and be like, yo, this isn't working. And then they go, oh, we should fix that. And in doing that fix, it makes it better overall for everybody. So 12.5, my impressions so far, because I did some driving last night, I drove on the way here. The number one improvement I've noticed is something I've kind of talked about in the past, where when you get to an empty intersection and nobody's there, it seems like the car is even more hesitant than when there's vehicles around. That seems to be gone so far. So we'll get to a stop sign, nobody's around. We'll make the complete stop to zero. We'll creep forward and then just glide right through. We don't make another stop. The car doesn't seem unsure. It's just really confident. All the moves are super, super smooth in terms of just making the turns and stopping and accelerating and things like that. Now, I think I've said things like this in the past, but it does continue to get more better, more smoother. So, if version 11 was here, and then version 12.3.6 was here, and then version 12.4 was a little above that, and I would say version 12.5 is another decent jump where you really can feel the difference. So there we go. We got the green, and you can see we just really nicely just move through this green. Now, that's something that should be easy at this point, and it should be doing it, but let's, take a step back and be like, yo, this car is literally driving itself. That's still pretty sweet. So I'm going to drop off this package when we get here, and then we're going to go into downtown Brighton, and I'll try to find some hard stuff. There should be a decent amount of people driving around. Downtown Brighton has some roundabouts. I'm going to chop this one up for you, but, oh, that's a do not enter. No! Woo! All right, we have our first disengagement on 12.5, and it won't let me report it because we're close to our destination. So there you go. There's a disengagement on 12.5. So exactly what I was going to say is I will chop this up. Now I don't know where to go. Here, you figure it out. That's interesting. I will chop this up, but the full uncut drive will be in the description. So, all right. No, you can't turn right here. What the heck? It follows that one. That's a really weird sign. I've never seen that. All right, you can do this. Oh boy, maybe not. So now it's basically parked itself. No, we're very confused. All right, let me drop my package. I don't want to interrupt it. We want to see what it does. All right, it's stuck here. It still can't reverse. That's another thing that it cannot do. But I did notice it was trying to park itself in straight parking last night. Actually, it was kind of the angled parking. All right, I'm gonna go put my package at the post office, and then we'll continue here. All right, so our first trip to the post office was a failure. Now, last night, you're not gonna turn left out of here. So it's obviously not good with signs. Oh, hold on, I got a link here. All right, I'm probably just gonna start right there. Nothing happened yet. I didn't have my mic on. So our first trip to the post office was a failure because it can't read signs still. Like, do not enter. Like, I feel like that should be... I feel like that should be part of the deal now. Whoa, look at those are the Brighton... sorry, I haven't seen those yet. Those are the V4 Brighton superchargers right there. Awesome. I don't think they're online yet, though. Anyway, last night, the only interventions I had were pressing for stopping at the red lights. And I had to reverse one time when it pulled itself into a parking spot. Other than that, it did everything last night without me really helping it. So the first trip was a little failure there because it tried to go in the do not enter, and now we're going to move on to downtown Brighton and try some other stuff here. So I got to touch on this because everybody always comments on it. If this thing is making mistakes here, that does not mean automatically that Tesla's not going to continue to roll it out. Nobody knows their rollout schedule. It's totally random. There is, of course, like the employee and then the first wave and then, there's the waves. But even that doesn't always go in order. I've seen updates go to everyone before me or employees got them. So before the first wave and employee people got them. So there's no concrete method. They could already be rolling this out while I'm making this video. I don't even know. So don't get too discouraged by all that. All right, so we're about to make this right turn here. So moving over just a bit for that pedestrian, and I'll probably leave it to see if it parks or what it does, rather than me trying to like fiddle with the nav all over the place. I'm kind of rethinking how I may be doing these. I think it'd be nice to just go like point to point and like kind of let the car get to the point and then start on the next one. So let me know what you think. I'm always kind of taking your feedback into account. The Jeep looks really weird without a tire on the back. But yeah, we'll let it do this right turn. So we got the green, really nicely, confidently does all of that. And let's see here. So we're going to the bar, and then we're going to church right after that. So being cautious here around the crosswalks, which is great. This is a perfect speed for this tight little downtown area. Nobody's behind me. It looks like, wow, even this early in the morning, everyone is at the bar. All the parking is full. So let's see what it does here. So it says navigation ending in whatever feet. So navigation is ending. So it'll probably just stop and allow me to kind of do my thing here. Yeah, so it's just kind of like looking for a spot. There's no parking spots. So I will get rid of that. And there is someone coming up behind me, but with that route change, we are good. Please continue here. All right, so the car is continuing on its own. So that's pretty good. So yeah, it kind of gives you an opportunity at the end of a route to take over and kind of do your thing. So here's one of the little roundabouts down here. We'll see how we handle this. Did it last night. Roundabouts were fine so far. A little too slow. Definitely shouldn't be stopping in a roundabout. What the heck are you doing? Oh, man. 12.5 should arguably be called version 15. All right, switching it up, we're going to 5 Alarm Roofing Company. And the car immediately, pretty much, rerouted there. Very nice. And going on to kind of a back dirt road here. Oh, you're going to do, okay, so it's going to do that to basically do a turnaround. So it has to almost do a U-turn, which U-turns are illegal in Michigan. And there wasn't an opportunity there anyway. It's using this to turn around, so that's good. All right, so this is where it makes the complete stop. It goes to 0, and let's see. So it'll roll up here. We pretty much have to stop because you can't see there's these bushes to the left. And wow, it takes that opening. I mean, it had plenty of room. Wow, I feel like older versions definitely would not have taken that in front of that person. But yeah, plenty of room. That was awesome. So here's the roundabout again. We'll see if we stop for it. Now there's no vehicles on the other side, so we shouldn't. Yeah, it's a bit tight, so the car goes slow through there, but that's totally appropriate. And it does make it through that time. So we're still getting this way over the speed for the speed control. I'm actually going to report that. So we're going 34 in a 25. And crazy enough, some of you push back on me with that. They're like, oh no, that's fine. You go 10 over in a 25. That, I mean, okay, but here that's insane. To go 10 over in a 25 is just crazy. Not to mention it's not safe. You know, there's a reason that the speed limit is 25 because you got people and kids and stuff in these types of areas. So I don't know how there's a lot of things here that seem the same to me. Again, the number one thing is confidence is way better, and smoothness is like seriously off the charts. Every move feels so good, like I'm doing it myself. Like that's how comfortable it is. Doesn't mean I'm the best. It just means that's the comfort level. It's as if I'm doing it, so it's not kind of jarring to me. But then the blinking lights, the going too fast in the 25, the speeding up and then slowing back down for the speed limit changes, it's all kind of still here. All right, so we safely made it to this destination. I really don't want to turn into that person's driveway, so I'm going to take over there and keep going. But that's pretty funny that it was going to turn into their driveway. All right, so we're going to head it back into the little downtown area. It's smaller than I thought. I'm going to try to find some harder parts of it. But we can see on this very wide, unmarked road here, we are staying to the right, which I know used to be a big complaint. FSD would just kind of chill in the middle unless there was another vehicle. So that's pretty nice. We can check out another stop here with cross traffic. So again, 0. We're creeping up even with that person there. I see nobody. And yeah, as soon as I see that it's clear, the car is continuing. So that kind of stuff just makes you feel a lot better about the way the car's performing and everything. So I'm going to take this left here. We will yield. It's not turning them blue. I mean, obviously it yielded to them, but it's not turning them blue. That's kind of weird. All right, here's a little double stop sign action. Shouldn't be hard, but let's see how it does. So make our first stop. 0 and go. Not bad, not bad. We'll get right up to this next one. Very nice. Speed was good. Acceleration, deceleration, very good. We'll get to 0 and go. Oh yeah, the millisecond it touched 0, it was out. Now, don't go so fast. What are you speeding so much for? 34, and then watch. 35, and then, oh, is it gonna do it? No, it's just gonna stay at 35. That's too much. There you go. Now it starts to slow down. So it still does this thing where it like speeds up, passes speed limit, and then slows back down. So, kind of goofy. All right, so here's at least a little bigger intersection. I feel like, yeah, they definitely got there first, so very good. And boom. Before they're out of the intersection, it starts to move. Nicely moves over there. Not a perfectly even intersection. This stop sign isn't on the map. That's interesting. So it's still stopping at it, obviously, but usually the stop signs are all displayed on the map, so I don't know if that one is an unmapped stop sign, but it was handled perfectly regardless. And then we'll do one more stop, a right turn, and then we're going to go all the way around this roundabout and see if it screws it up again. So nice job moving around that vehicle. We got to 0, and we can continue. I mean, geez, at least all of the movements feel so good. I mean, it's like 100% of every move just feels amazing. It just feels so good. All right, we got some traffic in here. That's good. Look at all this traffic. This person's going to go. They're clear. And we could definitely go right through that. I don't know what you're waiting for. So, there's a truck over there, and now we do have to wait. But, like, I don't know. maybe you'll argue with me in the comments. I felt like we should have just taken that. But now there's so many vehicles to our left. And go. That's your opportunity. Oh, I did it. All right, cool. Yeah, that wasn't awful. That was not awful. We're going to go cautious for this dude. And he's going that way, so we continue. That's nice. That feels really good. That feels really good. I kind of want to go try that supercharger. Whoa, buddy. Yeah, that was not good. Sounds like the old behavior. So in past versions, when you would change the route last minute, the car would kind of do that, where it would like really quickly be like, oh, you want to go this way? And just like, we need to reroute immediately. I mean, there was nobody there and it did it. But yeah, I'm not sure that's quite appropriate. So we're going over to the mire. I mean, the superchargers are taped off, but we'll see what we can see. So we're creeping up because cross traffic doesn't stop. And look at that. Really nice. So it creeped up until it saw that truck. And then I was like, oh, okay, we can't go yet. Waited. And then proceeded through. But yeah, that right turn was a little nutty. So we'll take this stop. And the person in front of us will stop too. So we can continue. Awesome. And it's going to take us right to the front door of Meijer. And then I'm probably going to head home and edit this. But what do we have? So we're at 9 miles. We had the one disengagement, I think, right in the beginning because it was going to go into do not enter. And I think that's it. So, you know, but there's still, you can see the issues that are there. The crazy right turn we just did, speeding, which again, Robotaxi shouldn't speed. And like there's settings, you can change the settings and make it so that it is not possible for the car to speed. But I leave all the autonomous features on for the videos to show you like what the car is going to do, how it behaves, and all this stuff that it does. So took us to the front door, and hopefully these Brighton superchargers will be open soon. I want to check these out in the Cybertruck. So let's see, we stop there, and it looks like, yeah, she waved us along, and the car is stopping there because it found the destination, so I just took over. But anyway, here's the stats. See you in the next video.